Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz Universe, to the channel. It's the weekend before Christmas. I've got 4 cracking replays for you to show today, all in tier 10. Tier 10 madness, big damage games. One which had an outcome I didn't quite expect. There is a bit of funny troll moments in here as well. There's going to be more replays tomorrow. 4 again, that's a bit of a variety package. And after that, I really want this series to become replays about the community, about you, the subscribers to my channel. Send them in, funny moments, epic games, hilarious fails or losses. I'm just going to show a lot of games which I like to watch. I'm not going to be cherry picking the unicums, the big A's games. If they are sent in, I will feature them, of course, because they are good to watch. And this one falls right into that category as well. It's Iverson from Floop Clan driving the mouse at Dynasty Pearl in a Supremacy matchup. So yeah, if you do like the channel, do support me, subscribe, hit that subscribe button, like this video as well. And if you want to have certain tanks featured in terms of reviews, do drop a note in the comments below. It's all well appreciated. Iverson, in the meantime, is bouncing shots like a boss. He did manage to shoot the T62A once, but for no damage, but he makes up for it by this shot, resetting the cap, and the T62 is still thinking, right, well, it might be a good idea to just try and sit here and capture A. It's been reset twice now, it's been reset 3 times now. Just what are you doing? It doesn't work. You can't capture A when there's a mouse around and a T125 and other tanks. It just doesn't work. And then he goes to another corner, HE up the ass. And this is the first damage Iverson has taken from his right hand side, which has to be the E100. And he has got some work to do still. And the main reason I decided to start watching a replay, it's going to happen right here, that FE is tracked. And then he wedges him up against the VK72, blocks a shot while in the process, and that FE just blows up. Love little troll moments like that, where you park a heavy tank or a tank with just a lot of weight against the same tier enemy, and you just deny them from moving. Great stuff. In the meantime, Iverson is wiggling around, angling his turret. That 72 is desperate to get a shot in, then finally decides, oh, right, let's try to roll with AP straight through an angled mouse turret. Doesn't quite work, obviously. So he bounces a shot, and you can see that Iverson is already at 3k blocks nearly, and the VK, well, was going to say FE, the VK goes down to the Leopard. But like I said, still quite some work to do, despite the fact that in terms of numbers it is looking good. Because in terms of tanks it is a 4-on-2, but once the FE shuts down the Leopard it is a 3-on-2. And you can also see that the T125 is going down in terms of hit points quickly. And Iverson gets a shot in on the FE. Does it connect? Yeah, it connects, but there's a little bit of, I don't know, angled stuff hanging out at the back of the turret of the FE, where he bounces that shot, and that's unfortunate because the FE is now at 596 in terms of hit points, which means that Iverson needs 2 shots. He gets a shot in here, but doesn't quite have the gun oppression to track the FE in place as well, leaving him at 58 hit points. He wants to go forward and ram, but the mouse is rolling in as well. He takes a huge hit from the FE, and he does a good thing here. Ignore the mouse, kill the FE, and now he has to start blocking damage like a boss. 1830 hit points versus 795. Load APCR, pop the adrenaline. He's going in crazy. He shows him the turret. Shoot my cheeks, shoot my cheeks, shoot my cheeks. I want you to shoot first and then bounce. Ah, that one goes through. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. He's at 310 health now. What is it going to be? Is it going to be a loss and then you get that valiant effort thing he aces? No, 24 hit points left. The mouse seems to be wanting to bleed him to death with HE. That's it would work, but then again, 24 hit points on average per shot, maybe 30. He would require 10 HE shots. Iverson gets a shot in, blocks yet another one, 503. Is he going to do it? 286 left, 6.1k damage done. Yes, he gets another APCR shot straight through the turret front, through the cheeks of the mouse. That's why you have to shoot it. And the other mouse, the red team's mouse, does not really seem to be able to do that. He blocks yet another shot, and with the last one he gets the kill. 4.3k blocked, 6k, well over 6k damage. Brilliant game, mastery, 6.6k to be exact, steel wall obviously, and 1559 base XP. Great game, well played there, and excellent marksmanship as well. 18 shots fired, 18 connecting hits, and 14 penetrations. Thank you very much for allowing me to use that one on the channel. And from the slow and heavily armored mouse we hop into the T62A driven by 57_pixel. Adorned with legendary camouflage as well. I quite like the fact that they have a lot of legendary camouflages for tier 10. They are expensive, but they look really good. They sound stupid now. I like this one as one of the least actually. I don't quite like the recent one for the IS4. I do love the ones on the FV, on the tier 110 E5, and I would love to see one hop up on the pattern as well. Speaking of pattern, there is one on the red team. And it looks like that 57pixel has got a good crew in his tank, because he does manage to spot the pattern, but he doesn't get spotted in return. And he's going to set up over here, waiting for the pattern to pop. Bit of patience, and there he is, one shot in, thank you very much. But now there is this little thing called intuition. Look at what he's doing. He's looking left, he's looking right. There is that pattern still over there. 2 tanks, 2 tank destroyers over there. What are we gonna do? We're gonna wait here. Not all tanks are spotted. There are 2 tanks in the temple area. And 57 already says to his team, guys, negative. Don't go. Don't go. Right, pattern is pushing in. Are we going in on him as well? What are we gonna do? He is 2 shots for us, maybe 3 shots. That is a T57 heavy then. Am I going to support my friendly tank destroyer? No, 153 hit points left. No, way too many tanks over here. I can put one more shot into the pattern. Look at that, just over the back. Great work, he knows what the tank can do, and then he buggers off. This is good. He tells the E4 as well, negative mate, don't go there. Way too many tanks. Yes, we will lose another tank destroyer. But if I go in and try to help the team, I've got the DPM, but there is no way I will be able to keep up with the big guns that are in there as well. And the DPM basically. So there we go. Kill the E75. No, doesn't work. We're going to shoot the Object 74. Then we've bounced once. We're not going to bounce the other one. And the E100 and the 74 are rolling in as well very quickly. Just a little bit of wiggling, a little bit of nudging, wedging him in between the carcass of the mouse. Is it, I think, that mouse? And then the 74. And he's pushing onwards. It wasn't a mouse, it was a motion. But you can see what has happened on the other flank as well. They lost the flank completely. The E4 is down. All his tank destroyers are down. It's just him plus 2 heavy tanks versus 2 red heavy tanks, 2 tank destroyers, and that pattern as well. And he's trying to block the E100. He's trying to deny the E100 from killing his friendly IS-8. That might come in handy. The E100 rams the IS-8 and 57pixel takes out the E100. IS-8 is now a one-shot to any tank, and he can't track the 268, but he doesn't manage to save the IS-8. But it did cause that 268 a shell plus a repair kit, so that might come in handy. Right, what you're gonna do? Reverse side script, but I'm just gonna shoot you again through the lower plate. Come on, E100, can you do it? Oh, you've got the stock gun. That's unfortunate. He has the mouse gun. He hasn't got the big derpy 640 alpha gun. That would be good to have that basically. And there's another VK7201K. Can he get this shot? Can he say, oh yeah, quick stuff. I don't know where you bounce it. Was it on your front plate? Was it on the turtle? But you bounce it. And this is what you have to do when you are in a 2 versus 4. Clear an isolated tank. Pop the adrenaline. The E100 takes out the Death Star. That's good. Can we shoot you again? Yes, we can. And we just can't dodge that shot. And it's becoming Kolobin of time now. Luckily, the VK was down to a one-shot. So that was great play there by 57pixel. This is a bit too risky, I think, in my opinion, because the 268 was pushing in together with the pattern. And he makes another great move again. He knew that 268 had fight, so he cannot just go away. 268 wants to push in. No, not going to happen. We're just going to leave you there. I've got the speed, I've got the mobility. You have got the speed and mobility as well. But you can't keep up with me. So he's going to run away and run away and run away some more. And he wants to make the fight on his terms. He wants to go into a position so that he can dictate what is happening. And I've mentioned this before on the channel. If you are in a 1 versus 2, 3, 4, whatever, if you are the lone surviving tank, go into a spot where you can exploit the strengths of your tank. And for the 62, that is a very good turret, a bouncy front plate and a laser accurate gun. And the 268 and the pattern aren't doing a real bad job at pushing here. It's just that the pattern is a bit too aggressive, and you can see 57 pixel just feathers this shot in. He knows he has the gun depression if he rolls back. He's letting the gun bounce around and he manages to clear the pattern, and that's a good thing because he's at 814 hit points left, and that would mean that he would get shot by the pattern, then the 268 can finish off easily. And now it is a matter of big balls and nerves of steel and sweaty hands and all the like you get in encounters like this. 1228 hit points left on the object, 814 for 57 pixel. That means if the object can get one shot into him, a good AP roll or maybe even a heat shot or an HE shot, 57 pixel will be in dire trouble. But what he's trying to do here is make the 268 make a mistake, and the 268 pushes ever so slightly, and that's just enough for 57 to roll around and get this first shot in on the 268. And it is experience that makes you be able to play tanks like this. He knows exactly how many gun depression the 62 has on slopes like this. He knows he can pen the 268 through the cheeks, through the rangefinder. He's gonna bounce a shot here, but he bounces one in return as well. 545 block. That's a heat shot off the front plate of the 62. And when he wants to move in for the kill, he gets a slightly lowish roll on the 268. He would have been able to penetrate probably with 80 shot through that lower plate. But still, great carry, 57 underscore pixel in the T62A. And just look at that result and all the bling in there. He gets the mastery, Top Gun, high caliber, Redley Walters and the much wanted Carbon of Metal for 1746 base experience. Great stuff, loved watching that one, and I think the award-winning move was when you decided to back away from the C-cap area, get that last shot in on the M48 pattern and then rush in to help your team in the ruins area. And speaking of ruins, we've got Fort Despair here. And a lot of auto-loading heavies, 2 AMX-50Bs and a T57 heavy. And speaking of ruins, we are moving into Fort Despair. We're gonna watch Finities in the AMX-50B. And there's a lot of autoloaders actually on this game. 2 AMX-50Bs, we got a T57 heavy on the green team as well. That's a lot of firepower, that's a lot of clipping potential, but it also means long reloads. And yeah, during Supremacy games that can be a blessing and a curse. Finities wants to move up, engage his E50M, and he first goes up, then decides, right, if I go up like this, I'll probably get spotted before I will be able to shoot the E50M. So he backs down again, takes a different approach, a different angle, and then he will be able to put an APCR shell through the front of that E50M, and he's gonna bounce a return shell there. That's great stuff. Bit lowish in terms of a roll, 338, but can he put another shot in? Yeah, he can, but that one bounces on the mountain, so back to APCR. That's a good thing about auto-loading tanks at World of Tanks Blitz. You don't need to reload a full clip, you can just switch to AP and APCR and back again. And I think actually that makes it also a bit, well, overpowered in a way from time to time. Because you can just switch to heat, you don't really have to think about your ammunition and try to figure out what tanks am I engaging or not. But he is using the tank very wisely. Block 700, dealt 714 in return. So all well and good, all hit points are still available. Bit of a blind shot on that E50M. I think I wouldn't have done that actually, because you're wasting an APCR shell and you're not getting any damage. You're not quite sure whether the E50M is there still. But it's time to push now. It's time to leave this position, go towards the C-cap, help out over there, because all the forces of his team are gathered over there. There's a lone light tank at the top. There is a tank going towards the B-cap, a single medium tank. But here is where it is done. Here is where you can win the game or lose the game. This is a T110E4. You don't need APCR for that one. Just AP. Look at him sitting over there at a quirky angle. He does get shot in return. Tracks the E4 in place. Gonna track him again. Leave him at 490. And then the object can finish off. Good use of the clip. Brilliant stuff. In terms of tanks down, it's a 5-on-3. They have got one base. Reds have got one base. But they do have... what do they have actually? I think they have a Badget still over there. Yes, there is another tier 10 tank, which is the Leopard. Right, we can probably shoot him. Oh, it's the E50M again. Hello, E50M. Who did a good thing. He relocated. He's still on the same health as he was before. But there's also an IS-7 still left. And if there are any tanks available that can do well in Supremacy or in any game, IS-7s can really do that. And you can see there's a lot of people now calling for help. The tier 9 Badget is still full health. That AMX-50B has parked himself into a position where I'm thinking, right, why put up over there? You can get shot pretty hard and he goes down. The IS-7 takes down Exparta in the Death Star. And look at the AMX on the left. He's a one-shot now. Yeah, you can call for help, but why would you go in over there like that? That E50M was side-scraping like a boss. And you're losing tanks left, right, and center. The T-54E1 was also an autoloader. He is down now. And Finities has to reload. You can see that he has got 5 seconds left. Then the Object 268 is going down thanks to the E50M. And that E50M played really, really well. Because he more or less still had the same health left. He's going down. Yeah, he gets a good roll. Finities takes out the E50M. And this is what I meant by a blessing and a curse when it comes to autoloaders. You can clip tanks that are around 1000 fairly comfortably. But he is at 1135 now himself. There's a tier 9 Badget available still. There is a ISF. Oh, he gets a double tapped. He gets a double tapped. He's down to 396. What's the Badget going to do? It's going to finish him off. He does not. He gets another good roll of 417. And will he be able to win this game? Ah, bounce at one. Great stuff. 390. That's APCR from the IS-7. Gets a shot in, but he didn't have a full clip loaded. That is really, really annoying. Oh, he dodges the shot from the IS-7 again. This is edge of your seat. I'm trembling here. Can he get the shot? Can he reload in time? And then win it, kill the IS-7. 4 seconds ago. It's going to be neck and neck when it comes to who will get the first shot off. And he has to take care of the cupola. His commander's hatch is sticking out. And the IS-7 is going held on. 9-10. Oh! They kill each other. He kills the IS-7 and right at the end the IS-7 kills him. And that means that in Supremacy mode, this is not a win. It is a draw. Haven't seen this a lot. A draw at Supremacy. All tanks killed on both teams. Good marksmanship. 16 shots fired, 15 hits and 14 penetrations. But that ending. Oh, that was hilarious to see, even if it was a win. Sorry, Finities, if I laughed so hard about it. But I really enjoyed watching that game. So thank you very much for sending that in. And we're going to move towards Acheron again. Acheron _ 10 heavy ass. Actually the same Acheron we featured on the channel before. But he has sent me in a truckload of brilliant replays. And he's going to feature tomorrow as well in the T110E3. And this time he is driving the E4. That turret tank destroyer. They can only rotate 180 degrees. He has a really funky camouflage fitted. I think this one was dedicated to Wargaming Fest. Was it? Yeah, it was. And it looks doomy and gloomy. It's a big machine of boom, the Big Daddy with a massive 155mm gun, 640 Alpha. Great tank to have. And this is what you then want, an E75 side on, and you hit him on the tracks, and you're bouncing a shot. Yeah, cool, you get a ribbon, enemy hit. But it only damages the tracks. I've got a 155mm gun. I've got 310 base penetration on my AP rounds, but when I shoot you on the tracks, I only damage your tracks. Puts a great shot through the drive wheel of the E75. But there is going to be a sticky situation any second now. Yeah, there is. He is going to get flanked by a Badget. And that is unfortunate. Luckily, Acheron turns around, turns his butt into the hill already, takes one from the Badget, switches to HE, aims for the turret and hits him on the gun. 425. Yeah. 425, only splash damage, but it was a good shot. Badget is moving away. And when I first watched this replay, I was thinking, dude, what are you doing? Why chase down a Badget? That's not a good idea. You'll probably get caught out in the open. There's a T-57 heavy as well. Why go in like that? But look at what he's going to do. He's loading HE again, whacks a shell into the Badget, takes a look at the T-57 heavy, is thinking, right, he's probably reloading, doesn't want the Badget to flank him, rams into him for 213, loads HE again, and then he shoots the T-57 up the ass for a whopping 1200 damage full roll. And can the FE now clear the Badget? He's running adrenaline for 53. No! 53 hit points left. And it would be a matter of seconds maybe before he could clear the T-57 heavy. And Acheron now has to back off. He's dealt 2.5k damage already, which is good. He shoots the E-75 again, making him a high roll one shot. And Reds are capturing the base. And he's using the bush for cover. Back to AP. Through the lower plate of the E-75. The guy did an angle, that was his mistake there. But you can see Acheron also wiggles the gun up and down and bounces a return shot from, I think, this T-57 heavy. AP through the turret, 616. He's not getting brilliant rolls when it comes to RNG. But he knows that other T-57 is still down there and he is not panicking. He's going to get a good... Yes, that's RNG. Thank you very much. Shuts down one of the T-57 heavies, but he still has some work to do. There is a T-57 heavy in the cap. And that's the FE rolling in. He knows he has to stay around here, otherwise he will not be able to clear the cap in time. 751, good roll on the Death Star. And if his friendly medium can hold it long enough against the Leopard, he will be able to finish off the Death Star. Will he be able to? Yes, he will. Shoot him through the front. 79, 80. And this was brilliant gameplay. This was just sitting there, and also this move, just going forward. I'm not spotting. Hello, T-57. Right, HE, splash damage, held to 50 in the T-57 heavy is down as well. And I think by the looks of it, the, what is an object on 40? No, pattern, I think he was AFK. And that means that the Leopard 1 kills the pattern. And it's now a one-on-one. And the Leopard can kill Acheron in one shot. So he moves forward into this little bowl-shaped area, loads the HE, and will the Leopard come? Yeah, he will come, but he knew there was a big gun waiting for him. Acheron is back to AP, then HE again. AP would have been the sensible choice if that Leopard had moved in very quickly to kill him. Because you never know whether you will be able to shoot his tracks or through the side. And HE is a good thing. But if you miss, then you can hit tracks or low roll. And the Leopard was trying... Oh, only track damage. The Leopard was trying to go for a flanking maneuver. Going towards the big ruins and then flank around. But Acheron's having none of that. He bounces a shot, gets the Spartan medal just in time for him to reload. Clear the Leopard. 7.5k damage done. And a big massive ace. Look at this. 7.6k damage on high caliber Pulse Metal Spartan for 1805 base XP. And at Leopard 1, shout out to you, mate. You played a very good game. Except for the last bit where you probably should have backed off even a bit further. You do have the camo rating, the spotting range, etc. But there was just nothing you could do against Acheron in the T124 this time. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz Universe, for watching this episode of the best Blitz replays. I'll catch you all in the next video. Cheers, happy tanking, bye bye.